Hello, my friends. Welcome to a new episode of the Turning Point with Raja. Today, our guest is a Moroccan Canadian success story. Her name is Suad, and we want Suad to share with us her inspiring story as an immigrant in Canada. So I'm just gonna give you an idea how I met Suad, or met Suad the first time. It was in a open live like this in Arabic. So I think back in COVID or 2021, 22, I used to have these open lives, and I just anybody's welcome. And she joined us, and I was like, okay, can you introduce yourself, your story, and. I remember that live like today. It was great. She shared her story with us and how she started from scratch in Canada as an immigrant, even though she had a very good education in Morocco. She was about to become a doctor in Morocco. For me, Suad is an example of patience, of motivation, of resilience. For a person to have very high education, you come from very respected family back home as an immigrant, and to, let's say, go to the US or Canada and start from zero and be humble enough to do whatever it takes to make your ends meet is really it's very challenging, and it's not given to anybody. So before we see Madame Suad, I would like to know where you are located. Can you share that with us? Are you from Morocco? Do you live in Canada? Let's get to know each other while waiting for Madame Suad. By the way, this episode is in English, but inshallah very soon we will have one in Arabic very soon, hopefully next Saturday, but I will keep you posted. I'm really trying to focus on immigrant success stories in English. This way everybody can understand, but of course I won't forget to have them again, if possible. If the person is able to speak Arabic or Moroccan Darija, we'll have them in Moroccan Darija as well. Hello, Madame Suad, where are you? So as you know, my lives are very natural, and I decided to not use a filter in my podcast. Maybe, you'll see me with a filter here and there in my reel, but not in my podcast. It just makes the quality of the screen better, and I don't want to get used to looking so perfect that I don't like my real my real face. Let's see. كنجت عليا ننساه ونرتاح. Okay, let me see. سعاد, Madame Suad. ونكل بركة. Yalla, let's see. Lala, you look amazing without any filter. Thank you. That boosts my confidence. Salam Wafa. Hello. Somebody said from Chicago. Hello from Chicago to Chicago. Susu, Raja, you look beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Wafa. Perfect. Hello, Suad. I just sent you an invitation. I'm trying my best to not use filters, at least in these episodes, because what happens when you get used to them, then you look at the mirror or you look at a picture, you're like, oh my God, who's this person? Oh no, I normally see myself with this perfect skin, fake skin. So yes, I'm just trying to get used to seeing my natural me. Okay, let's try again. Just bear with us a minute. I'm gonna Send an invitation to Suad one more time. Hopefully it works out this time. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Good. How are you, Suad? Inshallah, we'll have another live in the Moroccan Darija bi'idhnillah. But, I was like, as you know, let's do it in English. Let's show the world what Moroccans are capable of doing.
No worries. Okay, I'm ready for it. No problem.
Perfect, perfect.
I'm just trying
Good,
to
good,
get
good.
my I'm just trying to get my myself because I was looking for your live, but like I don't know, for some reason it didn't pop up for me. So
Yeah, no,
all
that's
good now.
that's that's totally fine. I'm just gonna tell people a little bit about how I met you first time, even though I shared it earlier. But honestly, I think it was back in 2022 or 2023. It was like just an open live, and I spoke to you, and you shared your story, how you're of course from Morocco. You had a great education over there, moved to Canada, and you shared your story like every step, or like a general idea of how you made it in Canada. And I was like, I need to have an official live with this lady because many people will see themselves in you. So if you can just introduce yourself in your own words and yeah, things you're comfortable sharing with us today.
No problem. Like well, technically, I think we got to see each other or meet each other, or I got to know you on Instagram, late 2020, 2020, beginning 2021, because of COVID. And at that time, we used to have lots of connections on Instagram. I know I've been away from Instagram for a
Yes,
while. Yeah, definitely. And we got a chance to one time I loved and I requested to get in your life. And yes, thank you. You accepted me and we had a little chat. So to get
it's
back
my
to
honor.
introduce myself, my name is Suad, Suad in Moroccan. So I was born in a small town. I call it a small town 18 kilometers from Khribga, which is known by phosphate, and raised by like any regular parents, like working hard to make a living. And we got a chance to move to Marrakesh in 1981. I'm good with dates, so don't be surprised if I give you dates about
That's
1981. We
perfect.
moved.
Mashallah. Very, very good.
Yeah, 1981. I we moved to Marrakesh because my mom, she knew I had a potential. By the way, between brackets, if I have to thank anybody, I have to thank my mom because she's the one who fought a lot for me to be what I am today. So a big,
Mashallah.
a big, a big, a
God
big,
bless
a
her.
big, yeah, a big part is played by my mom. She saw the potential on me, and I'm the oldest daughter, by the way, and I'm the oldest child for my parents, so she saw the
Like
potential.
me.
So yeah, so we moved to Marrakesh in 1981 to allow me to go back to finish my education because, like I said, I was born in a small town. It was only elementary school. If I had to go to secondary school, I had to move to Khribga, or I had to go to the
Wow.
school. And yeah, anyway, starting in Marrakesh, I started my journey in secondary school. Then I got my grade 12 at Lycée Ben Abbad in Marrakesh, and
Mashallah.
yeah. So I try in between. I try to do the exams for the forces for the army. First time in
Wow.
1984, I was not lucky. I got lucky in 1989. So I was getting.
Wow.
I can't hear you. So stop. You can't hear us. Do you hear me now?
And I hear you. I hear you perfectly.
Okay.
I think everybody does if I do.
Okay. So what happened is 1989. I went back to do the test again for the army, and I passed. But back then I had some health
Ooh.
issues, so I couldn't go. I couldn't finish. So, but because back
Okay.
then my dream was to go for aircraft mechanic,
Wow.
mechanical
That's only for
engineering.
smart people, by the way. I mean, just in between brackets, like in Morocco, if you apply for these programs, you need to be like la crème de la crème, like of students. You need to be very, very good, very smart, mashallah.
Yeah, but for health issues, I couldn't finish. I couldn't continue with the forces with the army. So I went back to school and I went to University of Medicine in Casablanca.
Wow,
Anyway,
mashallah. How
They
was your experience there?
Casablanca, it was good. It was an eye opener. It was a challenge, and I was studying at the same time I was working, and
MashaAllah.
I was just taking life day by day. Um, maybe the way that I grew up, I believe that you have to work hard on yourself before asking anything from anybody. So
Wow.
you're the key. You're the key for any success that you're gonna get later in life. Like, if you want to be successful, you have to work on yourself. Don't
Exactly.
don't put any your expectation high. Don't expect anything from no one. Other than your
True.
parents, nobody will do anything to help you for free.
For sure. That's what I tell, like, especially young girls or like everybody. Nobody is gonna help you for free, except, like, I don't know, if they are angels or like very small minority. You need to rely on yourself.
But the rules of the time, it's just like don't expect just like that from people.
Exactly.
At least you have to put something from your side. Like when I say don't expect anything for free, because even if if somebody gonna help you, like a kind heart gonna help you, that heart or that kind heart has to see a potential in you, so they know
True.
whatever they are doing, they are doing it. They are doing it because this is the way that they are. But don't take anything for granted, because the problem is, like, you're gonna have an angel or you're gonna have a kind heart that's gonna help you, but
Yes.
if you are not a good person,
True.
it works both ways. It works both ways.
I agree with you. And just to give an example, this is what I believe in. Let's say, for example, if the person in front of me, younger person, maybe my sibling or cousin, and I see that, that he doesn't have the financial means to go to school or to take some English classes. If I know this person has a potential, I would do it with a great pleasure. But if you know this person is just like complaining and, oh, this is hard, I cannot do it. I mean, why would I waste my money? I think it goes, with everybody.
Well, there is a say in Arabic between brackets. "وري وري ولا ما زيد وخلي." This say in Moroccan is not is
I know.
not, you know. Well, going back to my study in Casablanca, like at the University of Medicine, it's like there is a lot of things that's going on at the same time, but I'm trying to cut it short and get to the point, like where we want to be.
No, it's
So
okay. We're enjoying your story. This is very casual. Like I'm just having my coffee as if we're meeting outside, and these people like here, our friends, we're all like talking, Jimain, together.
yeah. The reason why I said that, because I was accepted at University of Medicine in France, Brest, l'Université de Brest.
Wow.
Yeah, but my
Wow,
dad
mashallah.
refused. Yeah, my dad refused. He said, "No, if you're gonna go finish your study, you finish it here in your country. You don't need to go abroad." And he said something to me that hurt me and still with me up to now. He said, "Well, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna see you." But unfortunately, he died in 1992, and I didn't see him. You know,
Oh, I'm so
so
sorry. Wow.
sometimes coming to the point where sometimes we say certain things that differently at one point of time it happened.
They say you better watch what you say.
What
It
you
may
pray
come
for.
true.
Yeah.
You should be careful. Sometimes you say things. That's why, like at work, I have like some coworkers, and they're like, "Oh my God, this person is gonna kill me." I'm like, "Shh, shh. Allah, we are joking. He doesn't mean it. Don't say that. You never know."
Yeah.
For real,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, I definitely, he was worried, like, I will be abroad. I won't be able to see him. Like, if something happened to him. But unfortunately, I was only 100 kilometers from him and I didn't see him, you know.
Oh
So
wow, skin.
anyway, so
God
after
bless
in
his soul.
1994, yes, in 1994, I stopped my studies at the university and I went back to Marrakesh, and I stayed home. I was taking small jobs, like helping out here and there. And
Why did you leave? Why did you stop your education?
what I
If that's
had
okay
there,
to share.
yeah, what I had, the experience that I had was really hurtful, and there is lots of things going on at the same time. That's why it's just
I
like
understand.
it made me
It
just
was
like,
hard for you to
you
stay
know,
there.
sometimes that your life, like you get to the point, like you give up on everything, you just let it go, and that's it. You know, you just sit back and try to get
Yeah,
yourself together to see where you're gonna go, what you're gonna do.
true.
What's the
To
point of
have like
you?
clear vision.
What's the point? What's the point of you living? Like, what is the how are you gonna handle all the things? So I tried to come to study in Canada, Concordia University. I was accepted at Concordia University, and you know, back then it was very difficult to get the visa
Wow.
for Canada.
But
I at
Suad
the
is
same
smart. You got this, mashallah.
yeah
Mashallah, mashallah, tabarak.
at the same time, I got to know somebody. That's another story that I'm not gonna bring it up here, because if I bring it up, I'm not
Okay.
gonna finish today. And how I met my first husband and how I got to know him and all that stuff.
I
You
understand.
know,
Just like feel free, whatever you feel comfortable sharing, would love to hear it. But
yeah.
whatever makes you comfortable. So,
So my first husband, at the same time that I was at the University of Medicine, I got to know him. He was my pen pal, actually.
oh wow.
Yes. So at the same time, I was talking to him, and we got to know each other. And he said, "Well, do you want to marry me?" And I'm like, "You know what? Why not?" I stopped my
Like, yes,
studies,
why
so
not? You're like, okay,
yeah,
it's
now get
okay.
married. That's it. I start
Get
having
married, let's
kids.
go.
Yeah. So actually, yeah. So it took us basically 5 years before we start living together. So I came to Canada in 1999, and that's when my journey started, really, for sure. Like, you know, non-stop journey. So in
That's nice.
1999, I learned the other side of how, like, as a married woman, as the responsibility of being married and being responsible for your own
True.
house, your kids. You know, as the oldest child, you know, you have already that responsibility in you. You are a little
You
mommy for
kind of
your
you kind of used to it. You're like, I have like little siblings
yeah. You
back
are the
home.
little mommy that replaced her mother when she's not there. So so
Hmm.
I have all the background anyway.
You have
So
experience.
yeah. So, but unfortunately, with all that big story, with all that love story that we had and we lived, unfortunately, we went through um, um, cheating. So, and challenges of like, you're
I,
the wife, but so I find out. My problem is like I have an analytical mind, so I analyze the situation and I see what's in
you're
front
very
of me.
smart. You're very hard to trick or something. You're
You know,
like,
there
wait
is a
a minute.
certain things, there's a certain things in the guy that's gonna tell you, like, you know what, something is fishy here, you know, it looks like you're doing
Hmm.
something behind my back. Let me find out about it.
I know, right? Like you're like, wait a minute. You're too cute today. You smell so good. You changed. You're like, something is going on.
Yeah, and you're like in front of the mirror for more than half an
Oh,
hour trying to say
oh my
yourself,
God. You
did you
can tell,
shave,
right? It was the
did you
same
shave your
stories.
did you shave properly, is the mustache there?
You're like, no, no, this is not for me because you
It's
like, this is too much.
away,
It's
it's
a way.
away, it's over. It
I
looks like
know.
you want to look cute for somebody else, not for me today, because for me, I'm used to you to see you on your pajamas.
All right, you're like, I'm your wife. I don't care how you look like, but you're trying to impress someone. You're not trying with me because I'm accepting you the way you are.
That's what happened. You know, and I had the challenge, like, because I had some issues to get pregnant, and that's where he got the problem. Like, he started the problem. Oh, if you cannot conceive, I have to look for another one. I'm like, you know, the good things about me, I make everything funny. I said, like, you know what? It's your life. You want to have another one? Go for it.
You're like, whatever. But Suad, I'm sure you were hurt too.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
yes, I mean,
Deep
as
inside,
women,
deep
yeah,
inside, deep inside. Like I said, especially as a woman, when you sacrifice so much for somebody, you
yes,
put yourself through so much. And don't forget, I left my country. I left my my
the
my
life.
my comfort zone. I left my siblings. I left where I am. what can I say? My security, you know?
Yes, like it really like your life, your comfort, your family. And I'm here alone with you and I'm trusting you with my life.
You're
And here
coming
you
to
are
a big
doing this with
country,
me. Yeah.
and Toronto is not a small city. Toronto is not small city. Toronto is not Montreal. In 1999, Toronto, we didn't have much Moroccan community in Toronto. We were
Wow.
few of us in all the GTA, which is the Greater Toronto area. We were
Yeah.
almost like only like about 3,000, take and gave like 10,000 Moroccan, and we didn't we don't
Wow.
we can we don't meet.
Very small community.
Yes, it's not like now. Like now we are like, I can tell you, like I have like we are almost like 10 families in the area where I am, and I know all of them basically, you know.
MashaAllah. Good,
And
good.
it's not like back then like we were like, if you have like, you have to drive for at least like 15-20 minutes before you can go and see the other Moroccan neighbor.
Yes.
Anyway, so this is
So
what
I
happened.
want I want to just ask you, Miss, maybe this is like out of this, but like why most of men cheat? That's not our topic, but but for me, I'm like, like what's going on? I'm like, seriously, do we just
Listen,
not get married at all? Is better for me at this point. That's what I think.
no, I remember back then. It hit me a lot. Trust me, it hit me a lot
It does, yeah,
because I was like almost like every bus stop that I stopped to wait for the bus, because I was not driving back then.
yeah.
And I got to meet like a lady, Trinidadian, Canadian, Jamaican, you know. They heard my story. You know what? My
Oh
husband
yeah, I
cheated me
know.
and I don't understand why. My husband cheating on
Oh
me and
my
I don't
God.
and
I
I don't
don't blame
understand
you.
why.
I was like that too. And now that alhamdulillah, after you heal, you look back, you're like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? I was like talking to every single person about it.
You know? But it's a good therapy, because after that you feel comfortable, you feel okay, you feel good.
I'm like, now I'm good. Yeah, I let it out.
Yeah, you know, it's human nature. It's
Yes,
human nature. There isn't like I cannot tell you like because of this or because of that.
true.
When I asked him why he did it, he said like, you're not taking care of yourself. Hey buddy, I was working two jobs to help you to get back on your feet. I was
Wow.
cooking, I was cleaning, and I like, two jobs in means that you work 7 days a week.
Wow. That's very tough. I didn't know that you had to work when you were married. So you had to work even when you were married first time, right?
Yeah, no, I worked as soon as I got, like, in 1999. In October, November 1999, I started already working with a Moroccan family in a small Moroccan restaurant, and I
Yeah.
accepted that job. Why? Because listen, for me, it's not I sit down and I wait for anybody to give me my pocket
Same.
money. No,
I'm
for
the same
me,
way. Yeah.
I came to this country. I have to learn the language, and my English was not that good. Okay,
Yeah.
mind you, I have a little story in between, so I'm
I
gonna
love
tell
your
you about
English
it.
now. You have perfect accent. I love your English, mashallah. But I know that time because you were new and stuff.
So we studied British English, and it's not as perfect as it is right now. And I did it only like from you start your English only from grade 5 to the grade 12. It's not
Yeah.
it's not it's not a lot, and it's only like 1 hour, 2 hours, like
Yeah,
a
just
week.
little. Yes, true.
So what happened is, um, I asked him why. He For the girlfriend, he's like, you're just dreaming about it. You're just making stories. You're just making like whatever. And then he come back and he said like, oh, you know what? Um, well, you're not taking care of yourself. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. And I'm like, buddy, I'm working two jobs, two jobs, because I used to work. After that, in 2000, I started working in a gas station, and I was working in
Wow.
a small factory doing packaging, chocolate packaging. But I was very happy. I was not waiting for anybody to give me my pocket money. I was
Alhamdulillah.
not relying on anyone. And I start gaining confidence on myself.
MashaAllah. That's what I always tell people. MashaAllah, Madame Suad, she had very good education. You studied, like, you went to medical school, like, for 4 years, right? Or
Yes.
4 years? 4 years, I mean, for some people, that's like only 2 years left to become a doctor. And, you know, Honestly, I sometimes get mad at so many immigrants who come here and they're like, "Oh, drive Uber. Oh, I drive Uber. Do this. I do this." I'm like, "Okay, buddy. I mean, then sit down or like just beg in the street or just be or go back to Morocco." You have to start somewhere. You cannot be a director the first time you land in this country.
Start from somewhere and work on yourself, because if you like, at least get a source of income to yourself, build up
Something, you
your
know.
income to yourself. it's not there is like there is no job that is shameful. What is shameful, and this is what taught me from my mom, from I was smart. What is shameful is to be like penniless, staying in the corner and waiting
Broke.
for charity from others, because
Yes.
that's not the best way. You have to work hard, you have to make your own money, and you have to be reliable, and you have to learn what is integrity in life. Integrity
True.
is very important.
Exactly.
Reliable and being independent. I'm not saying being an independent woman it means that you throw all the principles away. The principle is you respect. If you're married, respect
Yes.
your husband. It doesn't hurt to work and have your own money, your
True.
pocket
Yes.
money, but be prepared for any challenge in life.
Exactly. You have to rely on yourself. And, there's a book, it's called If You're Broke, It's Because You Want to. And he says, if you're broke, no, no, hold on 1 minute. He said, like, if you don't have money, any job, no job is beneath you, basically. So no matter what your education, we don't care about your PhD, we don't care about your master's. Can you pay your bills? No. Can you, like survive alone? No. Then hey, I mean, just do something. What's shameful is to beg for money from your family or your friends, you know?
Yeah. So basically, what happened? This is the 2000. So by the end of 2000, I got pregnant with my son. Beginning of 2001, I was basically 5 months pregnant. He said like, "Oh, I have to go fix some problems with my siblings. We have his father passed away in 2000, so 2001. He said like, "Oh, I have to go," and he left me 5 months pregnant. Got
Well,
uh anyway, we end up with the
sorry,
second
sorry.
wife, when we end up
Yeah.
with problems and we end up with more challenges. So you know what, I took maternity leave for 1 year. I took that maternity leave for 1 year. Thank God, because I was working for that year for more than
Yes.
6 months, so I was able to take maternity. and you
Alhamdulillah.
know and you know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala works on his mysterious way, because that year they changed the maternity leave from 6 months to 1 year.
Wow, that's amazing. I hope, I mean, even though I'm not expecting any babies, but I hope they do it here too.
No, now it's even better in Canada. They have it for 18 months, 1 year and a half. So basically,
Wow, that's
yes.
really
So
good.
they changed it like 2 years ago to 18 months.
Allah
Anyway,
subhanahu wa
so
ta'ala.
yes, so I stayed with my son in for 1 year maternity, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has his mysterious way. My son was born with club feet, meaning that both feet were like basically like this. So he
Oh,
was
poor
walking
baby.
like that. Anyway, another challenge that I got in my life.
God
So
protect him, Ya Rabbil Alameen, and bless him.
yeah. So anyway, what happened? Lots of problems, lots of issues, lots of financial issues,
It's very
family
hard with the
issues,
baby and when the marriage is not stable
and
and all of that.
he was like he was not happy because the boy was born like that. But like I had nothing to do with it. That's a
That's your
test from
baby,
Allah.
like how can, I mean, for real, I get so mad at this type of people, men who do
So
that.
anyway, what happened? My son took him time to start walking. And I'll tell you this story, and I want to share it with you because it's something that it was the turning point in my life. That's what I learned, really, my story. Like I said, my son, he couldn't walk like any other babies, and he couldn't understand why he couldn't walk like like other children, because he was looking around.
A baby.
And one day, he was like about 10, 11 months. He hold on to the table, stood up, walked one step, and fell down. Went back to the table crawling, hold on to the table, stood up, walked 2 steps, fall down. He turned around again, went to the table, and he did it almost like for the third time. When he did like more than 2 steps, like three, 4 steps, he had a smile on his face and he looked at me. I swear to God that the day I learned a lesson. I said to myself, if my son can do it with his feet like that, I can do it as well.
Oh, oh
So
my
I made up
God.
my mind. I called my mother. I told her, you know what? You have to come. That was 2002.
She
She's
came.
like, I can't. I do. I'm like, you know what? You want me to do something with my life? You come. Because my son had to go through surgery, and it's a difficult surgery. It's not an easy surgery. So I don't want to stay, and I don't want to turn around.
Mm.
I have to do something with my life. So she came in July 2002. She came to July 9th, July 10th. I went back to my old job, and I left my son with her. They didn't even know each other. He saw her just on the evening of the night. So he was, what who's this woman I am with?
Oh, poor baby. I totally understand the struggle. Yes, she came.
Anyway, so and I start looking around what I'm gonna do. Back then, the government had a reach back, which is like for people that they want on EI, in employment insurance for a certain time. They can get funding from the government to go back to school. I applied for it. I thought that it's gonna help me, but I wanted to do only keyboarding. I want because Morocco,
Yes.
we're not computer skills. We don't have
Hmm.
that soft skill. We have
Yes.
only like for me, I was only a pen and a booklet. That's what I used to do.
I know.
So
Like
I
for a long time, people didn't use like a computer, so
no, my
yes,
generation we were not computer. How you
savvy.
like? No,
Yeah,
we were computer illiterate.
I understand. No, I know, and that's really the first step you do. It's almost like English. Like you need to be
I knew
able to
only how
speak,
to
and
turn on a computer and turn it off. And when they talk about Windows, I'm like, what window is? Like, what are you talking about? Windows 98? What's Windows
you're like, what are
98?
you talking about?
What are you
But
talking about?
that's a big step.
So I wanted to learn because before I had my son, I did the assessment for American Express, and unfortunately, they were looking only for 23 words per minute, but I couldn't do. I did only 11 words per minute, so that's why I was screened out. And I'm like, oh my god, like I need computer. So I wanted to go for computer keyboarding. That time they had like 3 months, 4 months courses, like keyboarding. They turned me down. They said, no, but you have a job. And I'm like, anybody that you show them a scrub and a
Yes,
brush, they don't know, they will know what to do with it from the airport.
true.
You don't need to educate them on that. I said, I speak 3 languages. And you're
Yes,
telling me being a housekeeper, because I was working as a housekeeper at Scarborough Golf and Country Club, it's more than enough for me. I'm like, what do you mean by that? Anyway, so I remember the date. It was December 19th, 2002. I picked the
yeah,
phone and I called. We have a college here called Centennial College. And I said, which program you have? They said, business admin. I'm like, I didn't even know what it was that time.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm coming. So I went on Saturday. I paid the fees. I did the assessment. Good Moroccan, we're good with math.
I know. Yeah. I mean,
And I,
especially a smart person like you. I mean, you went to medical school. We know very well who goes to medical school, and mashallah for four
thank you
years.
so much. Yeah.
Mashallah.
So I did the assessment. I passed. I registered. And January 2003, I started my classes.
Beautiful, mashallah.
So many times I looked at myself and I'm like, what the heck I'm doing here? What did I put myself in? But I kept
You're
going.
like, what's going on? What's this?
But you know what? Like that's why I said when you try to help yourself, people they see the potential, they start helping you. So
That's true.
I changed from a housekeeper to office clerk at Scarborough Golf and Country Club. So I
Mashallah.
start learning
Oh, that's
about
good. So you had the
yes,
skill and just in between brackets, because that's what I preach, like in my account. I'm like, yes, pray for help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from God. Say, God, help me. But don't ask for God to help you and you're like under a blanket. Like at work, if you go as like you, mashallah, it's very inspirational. Like you're a housekeeper, you got the credentials, you have the language, you learned the computer skills. Here we go. You moved up to a better position. That's how it works in life. You cannot just like be envious of others. Oh, how come they got that good position? They worked for it. If you do the same, you make
yes,
it as well.
yes. So I start my work as an office clerk. So I start doing processing payroll, doing
Mashallah.
membership. doing reconciliations. Like I learned accounting
And
at the same
HR,
time,
and payroll, like part of HR as well.
and doing the membership, like and
Mashallah.
doing the reconciliations for the ballot for the books.
Good.
So that position took me until 2004, basically, at Scarborough Golf and Country Club,
For like
while I
how long?
finished
For how long,
like for
approximately?
1 year, basically, because
1 year.
from April 2003 to February 2004, I was
Mashallah.
doing office clerk while I was finishing my studies,
Mm,
run between school, my son, a
mashallah.
doctor appointment for his feet, you know.
Exactly. Mashallah.
That's why I think there is a style on trip. She said, "Could you tell us about the opportunities women can explore
Fine.
in USA?" I'm in Canada. I'm not in the USA. That part, I think Raja will answer it for you. But let me
Yeah.
just finish this part, and then
So
we'll
we
get.
can just in between bracket. I will share more about this in other lives and other you know reels. Mm-hmm.
So what happened is, they had to lay me off because they need my position was only a part-time position, and they had somebody at the account receivable was only part-time, so they need an accountant full-time.
Ah,
So
okay.
they cannot let the other lady go because she's been there more than me, seniority. So they had to let me go. So I accepted. And I remember my manager that day, she said, "Listen, don't settle for less.
I
You have
love
a
that.
potential." Yes. And she's the one who offered me the position. And she came to me. She said, "The best advice I can tell you, Suad, don't settle for less. You have a potential." Sometimes she said
Beautiful.
that to me because for me, I'm thinking mathematics. She's an accountant. And so many
Yes.
times I do reconciliation for her.
Yeah.
And she tried to argue with me, and I do it the mathematic way, and I kept
Mashallah.
the same number that she does, like,
I know, just taking a different route, but the result is
it's the
correct.
same. And
Yes.
I'm like, and she's like, "I'm afraid you're gonna beat me one day." I'm like, "No, don't worry, I'm not gonna get there,
Like I'm not trying to compete or anything, just trying to make it really.
Yeah. So, but that advice really stayed with me. Like I said, up to now, I can tell you. She said, like, don't settle for less. So
Mashallah.
anyway, so in July 2004, I started I took a position as a property administrator for the
Mashallah.
TCHC, which is stand for Toronto Community Housing Corporation, which is
Mashallah.
the building, like you have Schedule 8 in the state, I think.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So that type of housing.
Oh,
So
mashallah.
I
Oh,
was,
okay, yeah.
yeah. So I was the
Mashallah.
property administrator while I was finishing my last courses. I was basically at the
Wow.
last term of my studies. I did a 3 years
Beautiful.
diploma. Yeah, I did a 3 years
Beautiful.
diploma in business admin operation management.
Mashallah. That's great.
You know, so I was I like it was tough because you have to clean up because the site that I had like 361 unit apartment
Wow.
and 90 townhouses.
Wow. But you learned a lot about real estate, I think, but then we can talk about that next. Right? Did you
Yes,
learn real estate from that experience?
yes. So I I was managing that portfolio at the same time, like studying, finishing my studies, and yes, it was a good exposure because I started July 2004, and why I got that position because I was volunteering with the same company before, like
Very good
that's
point.
That's why, because I got to that position because I was volunteering with them. And that's how I learned about the calculation of rent geared to income.
MashaAllah.
And that's how I learned about the SHRA, the Social Housing Reform Act. And that's how I learned about their policies and procedures and guidelines. So
Love it. Yay, I love that.
that's how I got to that position as a property administrator for that complex. Like I said, I had two
Beautiful.
buildings and 90 townhouses.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. That's amazing, you know. And just like in between bracket, as we say, volunteering is about giving back to the community. That's first of all, you get hasanat, you get like blessings from God.
Rewarding. Yeah.
You get rewarded. And second, that's how you get some great job opportunities. If you want to be invited to Like, for example, I work for the city of Chicago, but sometimes if I see, I volunteer for other agencies, like to go here, go there. And now I get sometimes like invitations as a volunteer, not as an employee, to go to the mayor's office. And like other people, coworkers, some other people, they're like, how did you get that? How come you get invited? Who are you? And then I'm like, I've been volunteering for 10 years, everybody. So
Yeah,
I'm just there as a volunteer. It opens doors.
yeah. Well, at the same time, like since we're bringing the volunteering part, and it's very important in this community, in the community that we are living, in the countries we are living, it's very. I'm not gonna say do it to get the reward, but do it because it's gonna help you to build up your networking as well. If you are looking to build up your
Definitely.
networking, like you said, you're not gonna be sitting in your room under the blanket and you want to have a network.
Network is your network is your net worth.
Yes, definitely. If you are out, you put your, and I was part of the Moroccan Association here in Toronto,
MashaAllah. Good.
and I was volunteering. I got to a board, Centre Oasis des Femmes, which is a French organization that help
Beautiful.
women. And at the
MashaAllah.
same time, I used to volunteer with other communities, which exposed me to the member of the parliament. And even I got the invitation, like you said, I got the invitation to.
Beautiful. Here
But
we go. That's what I'm talking about. Like you open doors. So really, you need to see every volunteering opportunity, every project. You will get rewarded. You'll build a strong network. It will open some great, unexpected opportunities, even like in politics, many times. So I love this point. I'm so enjoying this life.
you know so what happened is at when I got that position at that job, I was open and I was discussing everything with my manager. I never lied to her. I never hide anything from her because I
Good.
was doing my classes. So at 12 o'clock we had, like I said, work. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala works on his mysterious way. I got a job. The office is closed between 8 to 10. I opened the office from 10 to 12 to people because it's housing, to deal with the files and everything. And I closed the office from 12 to 2 o'clock. And then I opened from
Wow.
2 to 4, you know, because I had some classes that end up between 12:30 to 1:30. So I
Yeah.
go to my school to study from 12:30 to 1:30, come back,
Wow.
open the office at 2, work from 2 to 4, and I had classes at 4:30. So I run to my school and
Wow.
I work until I do my classes until 6:30, then I come home.
Wow. The
That
sacrifices we do to make it. You have to.
and I didn't have a car back then. I was only like taking the bus, you know.
Wow.
And at the same time, what I was doing to make up for that time, I used to work Saturdays and work. So I
Wow.
made arrangement with my manager. I said, listen, this is what happened. I am in the middle of doing my classes. Can you work at something with me? She said, fine, because I was doing my job, never been late on my job, never missed
Beautiful.
contract. I cleaned up the mess that they had at that site, like
Wow.
backlog of contracts, backlog of work orders, backlog. Even I used to wear my little belt and I go when there is like problems. I learned I learned maintenance, how to fix
Wow.
like a drain.
That's what I'm talking about because you have like a leader's mindset. You're like your fixer. You own your project. Wherever you go, you give it your best. That's how it works. You cannot just be like, whatever, that's not my job.
Never say it's not my job. Try before you give up. Don't say, I had a family. They were complaining to me all the time that there is a leak on their sink, and I had two superintendent that they had to do the job. They had to go and
Yeah.
take a look. Those two superintendent, I don't know what happened to me. I end up all the time with lazy guys. So I said to the lady, you know what? I'm gonna go and take a look at your sink. I went to the sink. I find out that just like there is the sink and there is the drain and there is just a
Yes.
circle there that tied up, like
Yes.
So
I
that's
I
all.
know. I do it too. Now when I bought my condo, now I do this stuff by my own. So I know what you're talking. I have my pink tools and everything.
So I just tied up the circle for I opened the water. There is no leak, and I'm like, she's like, oh, mashallah, because they're from Afghanistan. Oh, mashallah, sister, thank you so much. I'm like, that's it.
You look, it's easy. But mashallah, you learn from this stuff.
Yeah, you know, and it helped me now that I am I'm an owner, so I know before I call a plumber or before I call the electrician or before I call anybody, we take a look
MashaAllah.
at it first before we do that, we make that call. So
That's beautiful.
this is what happened. So it took me from July 2004 to August 2005, and I graduated from my studies June 2005.
MashaAllah. Beautiful.
So yeah, so I got to finish my studies, that diploma and everything. I applied for the government. I had my colleague, my friend that's at Centennial College, and he came to me and he's like, Suad, you're bilingual. Why don't you apply for the government? I'm like, how am I gonna do that? Look for this and this. And I'm like, go to Google. Now I am a computer
Beautiful.
tech savvy.
Wow. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Beautiful.
I got my diploma, and my diploma, because it was business admin operation management at that time, because of the type of course they gave SAP certificate at the same time. So I had an SAP
Beautiful.
certificate at the same time.
Beautiful.
So this is, and he's like, I look for that government body, and I find the website. I go and I start my application. I remember it was a Friday in August. It was and I press the submit button, and there is a blackout
Oh.
outage, power outage, and I'm like, what happened to me? I thought that I lost my application.
Oh. So you thought it didn't go through.
A week later, I got an email from something, because they used to have abbreviation on the titles, and I
Yeah.
thought that it was like a spam. I'm like, hold on a second, before I delete it, let me take a look at it.
Let me
I
see.
opened the message. Is It was the invitation email to go to do the test, and I had to confirm the date.
Wow.
And my manager was away, so I need somebody to back me out that day before I can go for my test. So I had to make
Wow.
arrangements with the regional director to send somebody to cover for me for that morning to go do my test and come back. And I was doing the test. I swear to
Wow.
God, wallah alazim. I was doing my test, and I'm like, I'm doing a test for something. The classroom was full because there is like 1,500 people, 2,000 people apply for the same position.
Yeah.
And you're like, how I'm gonna pass with all those people studying here, like, doing your test. I got the passing point was like 51 out of 90. I got 52.
Wow. Subhanallah. Just,
Um,
but you
yeah,
you
I'm
missed
giving
it.
you this information, so I'm pointing to something. So I'm not giving you this information just for that, like, so you can
Yeah.
see. Because my mind was not in the test, because I'm like, I have a job, I got a permanent job right now. I'm property administrator, and it was a good position. I could move to
Yes.
something better because of
Better
my
and
experience.
stable
Because
too.
because
Government is more stable.
I'm talking about the housing one. It was not.
Oh, okay, okay.
The company still was a private body doing management for the government housing,
Sure,
but
okay.
the exam that I was doing, it was for the government.
Oh,
But there is nothing that allow like really seriously how I'm gonna get to the government, because everybody at that point, they're like, oh, you need to know somebody in the government so you can get the job.
because to be honest, in general, not that you need, I mean, that too, but it's very, very challenging when you get admitted as immigrants. You're like, are you for real or are you joking? Am I, it's almost very hard.
So what happened is, I did the first test, I passed. They called me for the second one. The good things, because I am bilingual, so I had a
Beautiful.
plus. And back then, there is not much bilingual in Toronto. It was very difficult to get the bilingual, like, people to work to carry on the bilingual position,
Oh, subhanallah.
especially
It was
for.
it was your time, they say rizq. It was your time.
And that's why I'm pointing out on the little things that happen to me. So you can see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He plans something for you, like, it's your plan and my plan, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has His
His
own
own
plan.
plan. Suad, and then we get back to this story because it's so interesting. I just want to thank you. When we had, even my mom, she doesn't remember you per person, but she remembers your story. You know, you mentioned something about working for the government and how you started from scratch and you got your first job with the government, and that is stable, of course, in the U.S. Same thing, very hard to get a government job, but once you get it, I mean, you just need to be on time and respect, of course. That's one thing, and the second is real estate, and that was very inspiring for me. And I kept applying for government jobs since then. It took me like a long time. Alhamdulillah, now I work for the government and I'm into real estate as well. So I just want to tell you thank you because I learned from you. I'm like you with your son. If he can make it, I can. Yeah, why not? Like I'm a single mom, but that's fine. Let's do that.
Yes. Yeah. So what happened is, and the day that she was setting me up, the lady who was back taking care of my file, like taking care of the recruiting back then, she wanted to call me for the oral interaction in English because I stated French is my first language, so I had to do the oral interaction in English back then because. To tell you how straightforward I was, because people what they used to do English as their first language, and they do the test in French, so they pass automatically because
Ah,
we
okay,
have
yes.
like anybody from like I know lots of Haitian. They told me the same thing. Mauritius, you know,
Oh, so they kind of play a little, you know.
yeah. You say, oh no, English is my first language. Then they do the test in French and they pass because we are
Uh,
fluent in French. But
yes,
for me, I said no, French is my first language, and I did the test in English. In
yes,
English back then, I still have that little French accent at the back. You
yeah,
can still
yeah. You
sense it.
can tell. Yes,
Anyway, so what happened is I did my test and I passed my oral
alhamdulillah.
interaction. And the day that she was calling me for that oral interaction to book me to come for the oral interaction, the phone was ringing. I didn't recognize the number, and I keep because I was working. I couldn't
Yeah,
take my calls. So until I closed the office at 12 o'clock, and then I picked the phone and I called the number. It was a guy. I said, like, sir, you called me. Why? What did you call me for? He's like, hold on a second. I think it's my wife who called you. And I talked to the wife. I find out because it there is a connection that built up between us. So I recognize her voice. I thought, oh, Sandra,
alhamdulillah.
is that you? She's like, yeah, it's me, Suad. I'm calling you because I want to book you for, Sometimes, like I said, when it's meant for you, it's meant for you. Nobody gonna take it from you.
Exactly. True.
So what happened? I did my oral interaction. I passed it again, and they called me to start on November 24th in 2005. I said no. I had to give, and the other things respect what you have. Never burn your bridges. Never.
Very good lesson. Let's say this again. Never burn your bridges and never leave your table dirty. You may need to go back there.
So
Yep.
what happened is I told him no, I have to give 2 3 2 that time it was 2 weeks notice to
Yep.
my employer before I start. So the girl said to me, okay, will you be able to start on December 19? I said, yes, sure. December 19, it's good for me. So I went to my manager. I said, listen, her name was Amy back then, and she was a lovely lady. I said, Amy, listen, I'm going to go to the government. She's like, Suad, it's only 6 month contract. I said, I will never know how it looks like if I don't try.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
You have to take a risk.
You know, this is so beautiful because if you're always hesitant and you're like always worried about the future so much, you won't know. Like when I started this job with the government as well, it was very hard to get like an office job per se. So I worked as an ambassador, like airport information ambassador. You need to be trilingual, at least 3 or 4 languages to be accepted, and you're basically sharing information, guiding travelers. But I was like, you know what? That's gonna be my stepping stone. Let me work there, and that's what I did. I worked there for like about 1 year and a half. Alhamdulillah, I got promoted about 7 months ago, and now I'm doing what I like. So you have to start small, and you don't know how it's gonna end up.
Yes. So this is how I started. I started December 19, 2005
Beautiful,
at the contact center, and it's something like what you have similar. It's like IRS. It's the same thing.
beautiful,
It's the same, like it's the Canadian body, but it's the same like the IRS. So I
sure,
started at the contact center doing
beautiful,
the individual income tax inquiries, and I was for sure bilingual.
beautiful,
That's why, as a bilingual contact center agent, you had the priority over. So you work full time, you had the full time salary. So, but like the benefit comes later on, like when you stick on for 6 months, you will have your medical benefits. Then, when you finish your 9 months, you will have your dental benefits. So
I say, I think it's almost like us. For us, like you get your medical right away, but then after 1 year, that's when you get your dental.
back then when I started, but you see, like I said, it's different. It's
Yes.
like for the business inquiries, which is deals with businesses more. For
Yes.
them, people that they were hired at the same time as me, they got full time, and they got all their benefits,
Oh,
and they
okay.
got permanent right away. For me, it took me 5 years before I can get my permanent positions, like as a permanent government employee. So
Wow.
nothing, they cannot like just get rid of me like that. So
But mashallah, you're bravo, you know? Let me remove this.
it's
Remove,
okay.
remove. Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Mashallah. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so this is what happened, and I after 6 months, that was the other challenge. I said, like, you know what? Because I was living in a government housing, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I don't need this apartment anymore, so I have to give it away to somebody who needs it more. So I let it
Wow.
go, and I
Integrity, mashallah. You're like, no, if it was somebody else, some people they're like, just give me, give me, give me, give me, you
no,
know? So you
don't
need
be
to think,
greedy, don't
yeah,
be
don't be
greedy,
greedy.
don't be
Yes.
greedy. So I left there and I bought my condominium. That was my first condominium, my first investment, real estate
Mashallah.
investment. So like you
Mashallah,
said,
mashallah.
when you get
Congrats.
when you get real estate in your mind,
You're like, next one, next one, next. And the experience, like, how was your experience? How the, that's I really need to learn from you. So when you get your condo, you can tell us, and then I will ask you later.
yeah, well, I bought my condo. Yeah, lots of challenges at the same time. You have to get the mortgage. I had a student loan, like 34,000 student loan, because I did not pay for my studies by myself. I had to
True.
borrow from the government to go back to
Same, yeah.
study, to get my diploma, and then, so the first thing, that big chunk of student loan was like a was a big thing, So
Yes.
it will prevent any lender from like. But at the end, I got that lender and I got that mortgage and I got that condo. So
Yes.
July 2006, I moved to my apartment with my mom and my son.
Mashallah. How was your son? Like after the surgery, he was okay?
Yes, yes. He's a big boy right now.
Mashallah.
So
Allah يحفظه.
yeah.
ما شاء
So
الله
he was
تبارك
he was he was he was walking normally. He got to school, and when I bought the condo, he turned 5 years. 2006. He turned
الله.
5 years, and it's like, oh yeah. And the apartment was 513 and the fifth floor. He said to all his friends, "Mommy bought the condo gift to me because look, it's my fifth year. It's a fifth
Oh,
floor. It's my."
I love that. That a strong mom is the best gift you can give your kids.
So this is what happened then,
Mashallah.
and like I said, and because like it was like just like 6 months, every 6 months. Then I got 1 year contract, then I got 2 years contract, then it keeps
Mashallah.
going. The other things that happened in 2007, I go to Morocco. I haven't been to Morocco since I came to Canada because I had my mom with me. So
نحفظها يا
and I
رب.
had the
May Allah
school and
protect
yeah.
her يا رب العالمين. Bless her.
Yeah. So I had my schooling and I had my work and I was building up myself. So in 2007, my mom tells me, you know what, you have to go back to your brother is getting married. You have to go and
Morocco.
order you send me. But at the same time, because I had her immigration paper going through, so I could
Yes.
not I could not make her leave the Canadian territory because to
She needs
bring her
this.
back, it's going to be difficult because she has to wait until the process is ending. It's not like
Same, yeah.
like after. It's not like now. Now, even if your application is under process, you can still get the visa and come and
Oh,
go between Morocco and Canada. But back then, if you
you have to
start the
stay.
yeah, if you start the process inside Canada and you go to Morocco, you have to stay in Morocco. Whatever you are, you have to stay until the process is finished.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't send her back. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go. And I just, it's just 1 year after I got my condo. The expenses. Everything on your
Oh
shoulder.
my God, everything. Yeah. You're like, oh my God, I have to pay this. I have to pay this. I have to pay this.
And
Wow.
you have to get your ticket to go to Morocco. And my mom
Oh,
says, okay, take your son with you. And I'm like,
that's
anyway,
gonna be too expensive.
but that was another experience that I had.
Yeah. Was it good, bad, interesting?
You will tell me after when I tell you about it.
Sure,
Um,
tell us if that's okay.
No problem. That's part of my life. Anyway, so because at the same time I was talking to somebody and I read the mentality. I knew that person is not the same personality as me, so I'm gonna run to problem. But
Yeah,
still, like when I say, is something gonna happen, no matter the way you're gonna run from
that's
it,
true.
you're gonna get stuck, you're gonna get stuck if it's meant to be for you.
True.
Anyway, the excuse was my brother's wedding. So I go to Morocco. I was there for my brother wedding. I met the guy, I talked to him. I was like, what do you want? I want to get married and I want to have a family. What do you want? I want to get married, I want to have a family. Third time, what do you want? I want to have a family and I want to get married. Okay. Marhaba.
It was like from Morocco too.
Yes,
And okay.
that's 2007. So I got with the guy. We got the halal and all that
Yes.
stuff, family together and everything. I end up being pregnant with my daughter.
Oh wow. So you got married and wow, you're like,
I
but
got,
that's good, subhanallah.
yes, that she just turned 18, a lovely girl. So she's
MashaAllah.
having her grade 12 this year. So
MashaAllah.
I brought her back with me.
Wow. And what did you do with your mortgage and everything else? Because I am in that situation. I'm like, how did you do? How did you manage?
No,
So you went
because
to,
I'm working. I'm working at the same time, and like I went only for vacation. I went only for 6 weeks. No,
oh,
no,
okay,
no,
okay.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. I went only for three
Okay,
weeks.
so we
Three
just like
weeks.
went there. Okay.
I came back and I had to do the file for him, and I had the immigration process and
You
everything. So he
applied
was
for him
here.
and everything.
Yeah. So
That's good.
2008 he came to
You're like,
Canada.
what do you want? Family. What do you want? What do you like? I
For
need
me,
to.
it's only one way. You tell me what you want. That's the only way. That's it. I
I
asked
need
the
to make
same question
sure.
3 times. Make sure. Do you want the Canadian document? So I understand. So I don't prepare myself to have a family. So
I
I
know.
stop myself. If you tell me you want a family, okay, it means a family.
Yes. Like if
That's
you
it.
really want a real marriage and family and stability, if you know.
So I'm like, I make a joke with my daughter. I say I went for vacation for 3 weeks. I came back with you in my voice.
I just wanted to say hi, and Morocco was like, here's a
I went
baby.
just for my brother's wedding, and I end up bringing a daughter with me. You know. So
Wow.
I sold my condo in 2008 and I invested in a house.
That's very, that's what I'm about to do. I will ask you later about this because I don't know if I should sell now or I should just keep it and buy. I don't know. I'm kind of confused.
Don't sell because the market is. Anyway,
Okay.
that's between brackets.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I sold that condo then because it was me myself. I had a full-time job, so I can't. And at the same time, I got my daughter here, my sister. So my sister
Yeah.
came too. Because I have only one sister, so I brought her to Canada as well in 2008. And he became an ex-husband too now. So he came in
Oh,
2000 October 2008. So that started the family challenge.
wow.
I
Yeah.
got two more boys after that, after the girl. So I got two more
MashaAllah.
boys. So now
That's
I am.
for me. I'm so sorry, I'm not because I love your story. I'm just so excited. Honestly, my personal opinion, and I'm not preaching, I'm not encouraging people to do like me, but the best thing of a like that happened in a marriage is kids. If I have the financial ability and the healthy whatever, I would have had like maybe four or five or as long as I have the help and the money and and everything. But that's the best thing because marriages don't you don't know if it's gonna last or no. People change, but your kids are your kids, are
Yeah.
your real family.
Well, it's a responsibility that you have to be ready to take on. It's not
Trust me.
easy.
Yes,
It's education, it's clothing, it's food, it's environment,
it's
it's
not easy. Yeah. I have two little babies, but I'm glad at the same time. I'm like, let me just remove this spam or at the same time, you're right, very hard. Honestly, if I had more and by myself, it would be harder. But I'm glad at least, alhamdulillah, you're like, I have these two little ones, we're trying to make it life for them and protect your kids as well, ya Rabbil Alameen.
yeah. Well, it's like you see yourself like you're building up your own family somewhere because you have somebody at least with you. You're not alone. You're not by yourself.
True.
It's
Yes.
it's yeah, I know it's hard. It's not easy because even me, like with my kids, I know I have at least the home part. My mom is taken care of because my mom lives with me. She got her landed immigrant. She got her status. My
MashaAllah.
sister too got her landed immigrant. Got her status. So we build up our own environment here in Canada. Like I live like I'm in Morocco.
You
I don't.
know, yeah, I'm telling you, like you're inspired me so much, and I feel like we have so many things in common. My mom, alhamdulillah, she got her green card last year, and
Yeah,
we are the same way. Now I don't even bother to go to Morocco. Just my sister. Hopefully she's on the way, and then it's gonna be the same story. I'm like, I'm good. We have Suna, I have my mom, I have my family, alhamdulillah.
I
That's
have
it.
Rafisa. I have
Everything.
Rafisa.
Harira, Arfisa, you name it. I'm like, this is Morocco. I'm bringing Morocco with me. That's Morocco.
Yeah, like we are Moroccan inside our houses. We are Moroccan, you know.
Yes, exactly.
Outside, that's what I tell my kids. I tell my kids, listen, we are Moroccan inside the house. Keep in your mind, this is your Moroccan culture. The food, the music, the outfits, everything. You're Moroccan.
Exactly. The
The
culture, the everything. Yes,
yeah, the furniture, you know. صالون مغربي، الصينية مغربية، براد
exactly.
ديالاتي مغربي,
You
you know.
feel like home, like warmth of your country and the beauty, you live it in your house.
And outside, you're Canadian.
True. Yes.
Because they are Canadian born. So I say my two kids, my two oldest kids, like my oldest son,
Yeah.
he speaks Moroccan. If he talks to you right now in Moroccan, you're gonna think that he grew up in Marrakech because
MashaAllah.
he speaks Moroccan. And my daughter,
Beautiful.
same thing. My daughter, she speaks Moroccan. She never been to Morocco. At least for him,
MashaAllah.
the only thing she was made in Morocco, but she never been to Morocco. She never.
Mashallah, mashallah. Like my mom, as I mentioned, she lives with us, alhamdulillah, Allah yahfadah.
Alhamdulillah.
And it was very hard for me to teach my English Moroccan because their dad is not.
Yes.
But now she speaks, she's like, Mama, she talks like this, Mama, fina hiya تخاسر فينا in the morning, like my mom helps me with the kids, like mom, I'm like, go to mama, سير عند ماما, mama فينا هي تخاسر. But she didn't know. Even my son, he's 3, he's like هذا لا هذا no. But they
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah, because the grandma is here right now. You guys,
Yes,
you're gonna talk to your mom in Arabic, in Moroccan. You're not gonna talk
أكيد.
to your mom in English, and
Yes,
they will pick it up. It's
they
like
saw the here and the see.
yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I have my problem because Allah, Alhamdulillah, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala works on His mysterious way. Like I said, I got hit with my oldest son with the feet, but I got hit with my third child with autism. But you know what? Alhamdulillah for everything. Alhamdulillah
Alhamdulillah.
wa shukrillah. So.
May Allah protect. By the way, autism, like just for because I know many people have kids with autism, they are very talented. You just know how to raise them and how to focus on the good. They end up having normal lives, normal everything. They like their space. They like you just need to learn about it.
Yeah, well, I don't have a problem with that. Like I said, it's just like there is a lot of challenges that you have to take care of, and sometimes you have to take the right decision at the right moments.
Mm,
Because if you don't, if you keep going in that circle, either you hurt yourself or you hurt people that you love, or you hurt that child that is having issues because already he's dealing with challenges in his life.
seeking
And yes,
to
there
protect him, yeah,
is.
Rabbi, and all the
They
kids.
they don't like to change environment. They like a secured environment. And at one point of time I had to make that decision and say, and I had to have my kids come to me and talk to me, and they say to me, Mom, you have to take the right decision. If you're not happy, please, we will follow you, whatever decision you make. And I had to
Oh
make that
wow.
decision. I had to make that decision because kids,
What was the decision?
I'm coming to it. It's to separate from my second husband because it starts becoming a living hell.
Toxic.
I'm not. It starts to become a negative environment to everybody. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you're dealing with the daily problems already. You're dealing with the challenges at your job. I couldn't go for any further promotions because I have so much going on in my life. So
Oh, I feel you.
I had to call sick. I had to take time off. I had, you know, so and
Affected you.
and when my son turned 5 years, he started having issues at the school. And if you don't have the right support from the family,
True.
it becomes a burden.
You're
Bec-
right.
because that boy needs more focus. He needs more attention, because before I can find out what's the problem with him, and before we get that diagnostic that he's autistic, it took at least like from 2000. He started school in 2004 because he was born in 2010. So he started school September 2014, and 2015 he started having issues, and we got the documents and everything. So the school was calling almost every day. I
Oh
make it to
wow.
work at night.
You didn't notice anything. You didn't see he
He's
looked.
smart. At home he was quiet. He doesn't fight. He doesn't argue. He was listening. He was in his word.
Yeah.
So when you send him to school, he has challenges. It's a French school because I put my all my kids are in French school because I want to give them the opportunity to speak another
Yes.
language other than English, because English
Everybody speaks
رادعين
English over there. Yeah.
رادعين إنجليزية رادعينها. It's not only
Exactly.
you
No,
know.
very smart. That's very smart decision. Very.
So I put them in a French school. So my oldest son has a bilingual grade 12 certificate, a diploma, not certificate, it's a diploma. My daughter is
MashaAllah.
thinking she's gonna graduate with a bilingual diploma because
MashaAllah.
she's,
Tabarakallah. Very
you
good.
know.
Very good.
But for him, because I did not pay attention to that part, French it's a challenge for him. But the problem was like if I did not put him in the same school as his siblings, he was asking why. Because
Mm.
I was going to pull him from the French because I noticed the challenges,
Yeah.
but he did not accept it. It was too late for me to do that move.
Mm.
And the school, like I said, he was fighting. He was like he did, because they don't accept anybody to come from the back. They need their environment. They need their space.
True.
ADHD and autistic kids, they don't know. They don't like people to be on their space and invade their space.
They like the peace, like quiet and peace and their own space.
And he's in his corner. Growing up, like 2017, that's when I got the document stating that he's autistic and this is the way that we're gonna work with him. So school started to help me at least. I got that burden out of my shoulder from the school.
Alhamdulillah.
So they start working with me. They start on a plan, how to do. But get into the household, like things that you say, because he's tech electronic obsessed. So whenever there is a phone, whenever there is a tablet, he take it and he's not gonna leave it until like basically.
Yeah.
So what I start doing with him, I take the tablet from him during the week and I tell him, okay, Friday, if you do good at school, you will get your tablet Friday afternoon when you come from school. So he was happy. We were going through that. But somebody else take the tablet and give it to him on Monday, which doesn't work. And Tuesday morning, I have school calling me because he did not sleep properly.
Oh, see, you need to be like really, as we say in Morocco, مرتاحة. You need to be like happy in your life, in your family, to give a good life for your kids, and also to not have one person like make the rules, the other one break them.
You like, because already I know his set of mind. I know how he's working. I know how he's functioning. So for him to get that tablet at that time, so I try like, okay, you do good at school and you're gonna get your reward at the end. But
Hmm.
like if I go from your back, you put the rule and I come from your back and I spoil that rule, it does not make sense.
Doesn't work.
Does
Yeah,
not make
destroys
sense.
it destroys the whole efforts.
And the worst when there is a repercussion and there is problems that happen after that, you're not
Yeah.
involved. You just dump it on my shoulder and you walk away.
Oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about. I went through the same thing.
So
Like you make the
that's
rules and then oh, no candies, no candies. You do some and then okay, take all the candies. I'm a good father. I'm a good parent. Take everything you want, and next time you have cavities, you have the kid having like a crown. I'm like, okay, what about this? This is not love. You're hurting your child.
that's destruction. That's
Yeah,
destruction. You're
that's
destroying your
destruction.
own child while you're trying to just to piss the other party, just to piss the other party, just to give health to the other party. That's why. And I'm not gonna
Hmm.
use my case because I want to give you a hard time. Because
Never. Yes.
anyway, walking away from this, then when we talked the first time in 2020 or 2021, At that time, I was again going through a divorce, and it was a hard divorce. But at least I got my family together. My kids, they
Alhamdulillah.
were finishing their school. I got him at a certain point doing okay. We had some issues. We went through some issues. 2023, I had a big issue that happened, and like I got the help needed. So now he's going through sessions with the specialist, with the pediatrician.
Alhamdulillah.
So
Is he better?
I still have to go with I still have to go through challenges with him because he has a problem. Like like he underestimates himself. So I have to build up back that
Confidence.
self-esteem and confidence on him and himself, and self-esteem that he has the ability to do better. So now it's
Good.
another
Good
challenge
luck,
that we
Ya
have to
Rabbil Alamin.
face.
I know, but just keep being, consistent. Inshallah, with the time, it's gonna build up his confidence and self-esteem. And the most important thing is to have. I always say that, like, your kids don't need a depressed mom, a weak mom. They need a strong mom, and do whatever it takes to basically save their lives. Because if you are that light, if you're happy, your kids, they see you happy, they see you strong, and they'll be okay. Sometimes parents stay together even though it's very toxic. Sometimes, like, beating, cheating. Oh, I'm staying for my kid. Oh my God, I'm gonna. No, you're destroying. I know people, to be honest, including myself, that I wish my parents were like divorced, because you see some really horrible things, and they think they are saving the marriage and saving the kid, but no, not you. They're just like killing you inside. You're seeing something, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so scared. And you like, and then when you grow up, even if you hear anything, just somebody drops like a glass of water, you're like terrified, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's a very good decision and very bold. Very, I mean, I'm with that.
Well, just to make it clear to everybody here, we're not trying to put any ideas on anybody's mind. It's just like try to sit on your own and try to get a piece of paper and write down what's the pros and what's the consequences and what's the negative situation that you have and what you can do better before you can come to that decision that you're walking
Yes.
away from that situation because of this and this and this is, I'm getting hurt. I'm not happy. I'm bringing negative environment to my kids. I'm not, I see my kids that they are not happy. My kids are not doing good on their schooling. Like I say, I tell my kids, listen, I'm not waiting from them to have 80s, 100s. No, I just want them to do what they have to do to success in their life in the future. Not
True.
only not to get eight. I'm not. Trust me. I don't sit on the head of my daughter and tell her, no, you have to do your homework. I don't check my kids' homework. You're gonna tell me that I am a bad mother? No. I want my kids to learn the responsibility that their future is in their hand.
True.
I had to say to my I tried to get involved on my oldest son decision when he got his grade 12. I pushed him to get his grade 12, and he did get it, and he signed up for the university in 2019, and he started kinesiology
MashaAllah.
because that's what he wanted to do. I told him to do programming
Yes.
for me because I knew programming, computer science, and all
Like
that
more
is
opportunities. Yeah.
it's the future right now. Like we
True.
can see right now, there is a cyber security, there is AI, there is like so many
True.
things that's opening up in the computer fields. It's not only computer science and period. No, now it's wide open to everybody. He said no. He did not stay consistent with his study. He lost one of the subjects, so he was dropped to psychology,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been on and off, on and off. Anyway, so I had to sit down with him and tell him, listen, buddy, I'm not pushing you to go back to school because I want you to work to support me.
Yeah. Thank you, Style on Trip. Thank you. With a great
You
pleasure.
know, so
Mm-hmm.
what I'm doing is I'm building in their mind, your future is your responsibility. I don't need you guys to work for me. I don't need you guys to do better because I want you to take care of me. No, I
Yeah.
already took care of myself.
Alhamdulillah.
So I'm
Yes.
telling them, if you do, look at me. I came from Morocco. I had to learn another language. I had to go back to school. I have to work now to take care of you guys because if I'm not working good and I don't have a good job, you
Yeah,
won't have a good life.
true. Exactly, mashallah. Yeah, your future is your responsibility. So whatever you do, they need to feel it. It's in your hands.
Teach your kids to take their future on their hands. Lead them.
True.
Lead by example. Whatever
Yeah.
you're doing, whatever you're doing, you have to lead by example. Don't lie to them. Don't tell them, okay, you cannot have a boyfriend or girlfriend, and you go behind their back and you're gonna have a girlfriend or boyfriend.
True.
That
Whatever
is
you
the,
do, they'll copy that.
there is a lie already. You're lying to us. You lied to me. Why, mom, did you lie to me? You,
Mm-hmm.
t- you, t- you know, it's lead by example it's
True.
principle. You want to build up a principle, you have to
True.
lead by those principle yourself. You cannot
True.
come to
Exactly.
me and tell me you're a good person and at the end I'm gonna find something else different.
Exactly. You cannot preach something you're not doing it already. So people, your kids, they watch you, they see what you're doing. You cannot be like lying, cheating, having, some hundreds of relationships, whatever, and you tell
And
them you don't do
communication,
one, you don't do two, you don't do three. But mom, you are doing one, two, three.
and you have to build up that communication with them. If they have
Mm-hmm.
anything, if they're gonna argue and they will judge you in a certain way, sit down and explain why I'm doing this and why I did that and why I'm forcing you to go this way. It's not because I want it, it's because this is what's gonna be this situation. Like
True.
like my son, my oldest son, because I had issues with him too. He went through so many things too.
Yeah.
I had to put it because he came to me and he said, you cannot force me to do something that I don't want to do.
Okay.
You cannot force me to walk your steps. So I looked at him and I said, listen, you want to screw up your life? That's your business.
You're like, go ahead.
Why should I get involved in your helping you screw up your life? That's your business. You know
Yeah.
how much as a mother you can do. You know, like financially, he's dependent on me. Lifestyle, he's dependent on me. So like and one time I had to step down and tell him, you have to go by my rules. I'm your mother, this is my house, you go by my rules. You don't go
Yeah.
by your rules.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to know when you have to step.
And it's some people that say I am my kid's best friend. Well, to be good friend is one thing, but sometimes you need to be the parent. You're like, hey, okay, you know what? Let's pose this best friend thing for now. We're like cuddling, wishy what, But now, hey, look at this. I mean, if you do one, two, three, do you want to end up this life? And do you want to end up having this life? It's an equation. If you do one, two, it's like a recipe. Do you want a recipe for success, or you want a recipe for like to fail? Look at history. Look at what people who do one, two, three, what happened to them. Those who eat healthy, they have healthy bodies. Those who don't, they are not. Those who work hard, get good jobs, stay at least minimum, stable life. Those who don't, they're in the streets. You need to see, I'm not here to force you. I'm here because I love you. I love you and I don't want you to suffer. That's what I try to tell my daughter. She's only 8, but I try to talk to her like an adult. Oh, mommy, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Baby, listen. Do you want to have a good life or no? You know, you need to build your life from now. This is not a big deal. This is just like two or three words. Let's do them now. I take you to swim lessons. I want you to do this. I want you to get the exposure to study because I don't want you to like when you turn like 20 or 21 and then you look at your friends and you're like, you'll feel insecure. Oh, my friend know how to do this. I don't. My friend know how to, I want you to have a good life. I don't want you to feel like powerless at a certain age. It's like, no, mommy, I want to, I'm like, okay, let's do your homework. Let's study. Let's go to the pool.
Well, no, you're good with that. Let's do your homework. I don't tell them to do your homework. I leave them to do their homework by themselves.
But I feel like it also depends on the age because when they are little, they are just like now. If I don't help her do her homework, at least now, I would say maybe for me, once she turns 10, 11, then they can do it themselves. You can just check, make sure. But when they are little, they are still learning how to read, and you know at least a little. Later I'd be
Yeah.
like, I'm tired anyways. I'm like, I have a job. I'm so tired. Can you do your things?
I get so overwhelmed, so tired that when I get home, I just want to sit down and forget about anything else.
I
So
know.
I
Especially with mashallah, like even one kid is hard, or two, and mashallah, more kids, mashallah. It's not easy, I know.
I have my daughter. She takes care of her stuff. At least
Alhamdulillah.
I didn't have to worry about her doing homeworks. But like you said, there is a certain things that we had to talk about because, like I said, at one point they come to like not the two of them, the last two, because they were concerned about their father. So they came, they see this, they saw the situation, they saw everything, and that's why I said that communication has to be built up from the beginning. We have to sit down
Mm-hmm.
and talk. We have to
True.
sit down and know what is best for the family, not only for one person.
For everybody, the environment, how everybody's feeling.
Because not being happy is very important. To have a happy family,
True.
to sit down and be able to eat on the table and joke about it,
Just
and
laugh and joke and have just a
yeah, and
peaceful.
just have a peaceful environment. But seeing yourself like fighting, arguing, and all the time, like for the little tiny things. I don't have time for those things. I don't have time for those
True.
arguments. I don't have time for life is overwhelming already with so much going on. Like I said,
True.
and we live in a country that, like, at least I'll tell you between like, did you notice back home, because we
Yeah.
go to the hammam once a week.
Oh yeah. Oh my
At
God, you talk to everybody like, Lebes, how was everything? You're washing your hair and you're having conversations.
Oh yeah, خرجي عند طيابة تحك لك دارك. Okay. Oh, can you that's
Everything, yeah.
that ritual. It's psychiatric treatment. You
Oh
get
my God,
yourself
yes. You
a,
talk to
a,
everybody.
a
Everybody's your
psychiatric
friend.
treatment. It's a relief. You release everything. You leave
Yes.
everything there. You do a massage with the
Yeah.
water to your body.
I know.
You
And
know
talk to the lady who happened to become your friend. She knows your story. You know what happened yesterday?
You come out of hammam and you're relieved. You see yourself like you're fresh. You're another
I
person.
know.
Here,
True, yes.
we're living here in North America. You go to the shower. You're not even there for 5 minutes and you're out.
You're like, "Shh, I have work. You have so many things. You're running
Oh,
around.
I have to go grab grocery for the kids. I have to make sure, like you said, you have your kids. You have to take them for swimming lessons. It's a drive. It's not like the swimming pool is not only downstairs there. It's a drive. You have to drive for at least like 15 minutes to take your kids for swimming. Is everything all right? Looks
It
like
was just a call. Can you hear me?
yes. Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah,
Now,
perfect.
yes. So you only 5 minutes for the
Yeah.
shower. Run into the swimming. Run into to grab grocery. You forgot something. You have to go back. Oh, I forgot to bring the milk. I have to go get the milk. You forgot. You want to do
You don't need more stress
soup.
in your life at home.
You want to do couscous and you forgot your
Yeah.
vegetables. You have to run and get the vegetables. Oh, by the way, the run out.
Oh my God. And it's
Yeah,
different here. Like
mashallah.
just an example, I was telling my mom the other day. I'm like, I need to start ordering groceries like online because this is crazy. I have to go to, for example, Aldi, and then they don't have the vegetables. I need to go to fresh farms, and then I need halal chicken. Then I need to drive like crazy. You spend like 4 hours. This.
To go just to get just the
Crazy.
groceries, to get just the groceries.
Yeah.
You leave home at nine
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning. You get home at 3 p.m. Your day is already gone.
Exactly.
You're
Your
tired,
day, and you're working full
exhausted,
time.
stressed.
Yeah.
You didn't eat breakfast because you had to rush through the door. You didn't eat your lunch because you were doing the grocery. And by the time you get home, that's why
True.
we have ballot stomach because of the acidity, because of the stress, because of
That's true.
rushing, because we're not, and like, even like, listen, okay, you see, you go, you get your grocery, you get everything, we buy
Yeah.
everything we want, we buy everything we want. You bring it home.
True.
When do you get the time to grab like a cup of yogurt and you enjoy it? No, you forget about it. You forget even that
True.
you got it.
Oh my God. Sometimes that's funny. I was telling my mom the other day, well, I need to do make some adjustments. So one of them is to just grocery shop online because I'm tired of all of that. And second, now what I do in my lunch break, I have 1 hour. I grab like stuff. For example, if I need to wash the car, I wash it in that hour. If I need, because I hate spending my weekend doing this. Sometimes you forget to sit down with a cup of coffee and just like, sit in the garden in the backyard and just you're like, I just want to enjoy this. You don't get the time to enjoy it.
Yeah. For me here in Toronto, we have winter like for almost 5 6 months. So like the
Same.
weather
We're
already.
not far, Like Chicago is only like I think maybe 6 or 7 hours drive. I drove to Chicago to Toronto before. We went to Niagara Falls, and I
Yeah.
was. It's kind of funny, but since you shared what you shared with me, I'll tell you this. With my ex-husband, we used to wherever we go, you see a happy picture, but we're always fighting. We had a fight in Niagara Falls. We had a fight in Toronto. We had a fight wherever we go, Europe. Every time we go somewhere, like people, oh, you're lucky. Oh, عندك زهر. وإحنا I'm
We
like,
عندك
I need
الزر
to
in
go
front.
again to enjoy it because I didn't.
You're lucky in front of the camera, but you're you're fighting behind. It's okay.
Can I? I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
now I feel now I'm starting to go to the. I need to go to Toronto again. All the places I went and I had a fight there. I need to make peace with them alone. Just go. I'm like, Alhamdulillah. Now I need to enjoy it.
Now I know what it looks like to be in Toronto. Now I know what it
I
looks like
know,
to
right?
be in Niagara Falls. Because when you see the Niagara Falls from the other side, from the Canadian side, it's better than seeing it
Yes,
from the.
it's better than from New York, from the other side.
Well, I just want to make something clear to Mr. Snoopy. We are doing it today in English, but definitely we're gonna arrange another one that we will do it in Arabic, in Moroccan Darija. Don't worry about it. Today it's just we planned it in English because we want everybody to be involved. We have other communities. Since both of us were living in North America, so we want to involve more people in our story, not only our Moroccan beloved fellowship, but are also the other countries. We want them to see what our Moroccan are really capable for as immigrant in North America. I hope
Exactly.
I've been clear.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
ان شاء الله المره الجايه بالدارجه المره الجايه دابا اونجلي next time دارجه. Okay.
yeah.
But this is great,
Homie.
I will, inshallah, will plan it, inshallah, because this is very important. And the reason I'm focusing on English now, like with our Moroccan, like friends and my guests, I'm like, let's do this. Let's start, our first episode in English because people I've been sharing, not me, but my guests, they've been sharing like really good stories. I'm like, though they're all in Moroccan. Like Moroccan, they can hear it, they appreciate it, but that needs to have some more like highlight more. I want people to know what Moroccans are doing abroad, not only like our Moroccans or Moroccan friends and families back home. باش
Because
نعرفوا ناس قاعدين, what we are capable of. This is what people are doing overseas.
yeah. So where we are right now, I said like this is I work with my son and I anyway. So what happened? Bringing the story to the end a little bit, getting you closer to my actual life right now. So
Beautiful.
my autistic child is going to an English school at the end, so I got him there. Still a little bit more challenges because he's not
Okay.
adapting yet. He's getting slowly. So, and he's 16, so it's a teenager time. So there is other hormones that they are working on him. He's a boy. He's growing as a man, so he wants to prove himself as a man.
Of course, yeah.
So there is the other
Oh,
that's the other
he'll
part
be
that
fine,
I
inshallah.
yeah, that's the other part that I have to deal with. My youngest one is 14, so he's in grade 8, going grade 9 next year, inshallah, bihawlillah.
ما شاء
So
الله.
and my second house was sold and now I am living in another, yeah, I still in Toronto. I'm in Ajax, the GTA.
ما شاء
And
الله.
it's just like sometimes some people they put challenges in your life. They think that that's the bad side because people they think they're gonna tight up your hand.
Yeah,
تنقولوا احنا كيصير لك كاين اللي كيصير لك يديك في دراع في ظهرك لا قبل باش to make
to make
you
your life harder.
break down and ask for forgiveness. But you ask for forgiveness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's it.
True,
Anybody who does not deserve that step from you, don't give it to them. Because the problem with the strong woman, the problem with the women's like, uh, uh, I'm just gonna put it bluntly, like me, we give
hmm
up so much, and when we say enough, it's enough.
true. You're giving, but then you're like it's taken for granted and not appreciated. You're like, hey, that's it, you know?
Thank you, Rose. Yeah, it's especially when you're dealing with ignorance. I say it all the time, ignorance is our worst enemy.
True,
Because when you don't try to learn about things, when you don't try to see the big picture, and you keep yourself closed in that narrow minded, you lose a
true,
lot. You lose people that you love, you lose
mm,
opportunities, you
true.
lose, like there is a say, the chances favor the bold. I bet that you heard that one before. La chance favorise ceux qui
Yeah,
savent la
can you say
saisir.
exactly? That's good because I didn't hear you first.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I agree.
chance,
You're right.
the chances or the chance favors the bold. So when you have guts and you are willing to take your chances, take
I
them.
love that. I love that. You're very right because think about it. Like when we decide to take like a big step, as an example, get a degree in the U.S. It's not easy. Sometimes, as you said, you're like, what did I do to my life? I'm like, oh my God, like this looks like Chinese to me. I don't know where to start. I don't know. But you know what? Allah created us this way. We get you learn like step by step. Things start like clearing up. You're like, oh, wait a second. I think it's not impossible. Little by little, and you need to be bold. Like for example, when you decide to purchase your first condo, when you decide to leave a toxic marriage as an example, and we are not really encouraging divorce or anything, but we want you to be happy, to either stay in a happy marriage, try to save it, try your best, do everything it takes to make it work. But if it doesn't, you need to take a bold decision, as a family. So I think like you're very right. You need to be bold to change your life and to get out of your comfort zone.
um yeah, because what I try to do all the time, like I said, like I sit down and I try to see everything together. Like, what's the next step that I have to do? What's the next move that it's going to be safe? It's
True.
easy. It's easy when you're by yourself. It's easy when you're by yourself because there is only one person that you're going to worry about. But
Mm-hmm.
it's very. I'm not saying it's easy with a family, especially when you have kids. You know.
Not at all. Yeah.
No, it's not easy because sometimes you give up just because you cannot move the whole family because everybody is like, why you're doing this? Let's see, like my daughter, she had her own room, she had her own space. My boys, almost all of them, because I had to move from a 6 bedroom house to a 4 bedroom house. So
Okay.
the boys, well, they have the basement for them right now, but
Mhm.
two of them share a room, and my oldest son has the living room. So
Especially when they're older and they have their own space of life, it's hard.
each one of them gonna look at you like, I had my own room. Now you're taking me to have, like, I have to share a room with somebody else,
Hmm.
you
True.
know.
Yes,
But
not easy.
yeah, they didn't see when we had to share the room, all of us together into one point, like,
You're like, oh my God, I remember when I was a child, sometimes we have like our cousins and family. They kept like having people until like you're sleeping here, the other one, the other one.
like, I had to tell them that. I had to tell them that. I had to tell my kids, you know what? You guys are spoiled brats,
I'm
Let
like, you
me
have
tell
You have a whole like almost like an apartment only for yourself. A
I
tiny.
growing up, I told you like that's why I pointed out that I said I was born in a small town because the whole house was only one of the rooms that have right now. And
I
you're
know,
telling
mashallah.
me, you're complaining because, oh, I don't have my own space.
I know, subhanallah. You're like, wait a second, I need to take you home and see how some people are still, dealing with.
Or sometimes like, oh, mom, we don't have enough water, the bottled water. I'm like,
Yeah,
get to the sink and grab the water. Why you're asking me to go to get
I
to grab
know,
water?
right?
For me, I had to go to the well to get my water.
I know, right? That's why it's good to. I really want to do this like one day, just to take my kids to like a village or something small in Morocco. I just want to. It's good to have that exposure or somewhere in Africa. I don't know, just to see how.
I'm
Yeah,
swearing I'm gonna take them because I want them to get the taste of that
yeah.
life
Like and
because
spend like a month or something. Go get your own water. Go, go get your own stuff.
and you have to boil the water if you want to take a shower because now
I
you have a
know.
you have a hot water tank and the water you open the faucet it's cold, you open the other one it's hot. And I'm like, you guys, you know no, they don't have any gratitude. They're taking everything for granted, telling you. Yeah,
I
taking
know.
everything for granted, you know
That's true. Yeah.
If you could
You could.
have a digital nomad, would you consider living in Morocco? Why not living in Morocco? I grew up in Morocco. I grew up in the countryside. I grew up in a small town. I know what does it mean to go get the water. I know كان عندنا البيدوزة ديال 5 يترو زيد فيهم حتى عييت بيديا.
You're like when you grow up and you experience different. You're tough. You're like, hey, wait. We have at work we have some like people commission. Like really high
Yeah, yeah,
up,
yeah, yeah.
and
I
they're
dealt with
like,
them too here. I dealt with them, and I had to tell them one day. I told them,
you
listen,
know,
what? I know what
yeah,
does it mean to go get the water.
and some of them, one of them, she was like on top of something big, government, and everybody look at her. She's a lawyer, and she's so successful, and she's like, oh
Yeah,
my, like almost like celebrity, but she's tough. And I learned about her story that she was like from the countryside, cleaning stuff for animals, and with her nails, and like she's tough. And when there is a problem, she's like, if any employee complain, hey, come, I'll do it. And she gets boxes and she gets stuff together, and she's like, but why you're all spoiled? Go get this, go get this. But
yeah.
that teaches you a lot too.
Yeah. Well, that's because and I try to get my kids to work in the house like my youngest one at least he gets his hands on like I'm teaching them all if they need to eat and they don't like what we cooked go to the fridge and go grab an egg
Get
and go
something.
make yourself an omelet you
That's
know
true.
you
True.
know it's this is the way that I'm teaching them they want to cook they have to learn how to cook
True.
they like take the garbage out. I'm sorry because we have like we live
We're
in
a
houses.
family here. We need to help each other.
We have like we bring the grocery. It's a house. It's not like an apartment building. It's a house. So
True.
you have to go to the car and grab the grocery with me from the car because if I do everything for you, what's the point?
That's true. Especially if I mean, you're big enough to do that. You're not like a 5-year old or like a 3-year
I
old,
know, I know. She
you
said,
know.
like, style on trip. She said she wants to take her kids to Morocco every year. At least plan it. And I didn't take my kids to Morocco. Like, that's another point that I'm not gonna bring up, and I'm not gonna talk about it because there is lots of things involved in it. So, my mom is here, my sister is here, so
True,
I
yeah.
don't go to Morocco that
You
much.
have Morocco, you have as with you have Hera, you have Rafisa, you have the love, you have the mom. For me,
Listen, الراس مشوط سكسو ديال الشيشة things that they don't
Salon.
do in Morocco, things that they don't cook in Morocco anymore, I cook them here, okay?
I know exactly, right? I feel the same way.
Next time that you're coming to Toronto, we'll make سكسو ديال اللحم في
Stop.
الراس بالراس الغنمي والكرشة.
Stop. And Ajay, I'm coming. And you're welcome anytime to Chicago. It's a beautiful city as well, inshallah.
Yeah.
So before this is beautiful live, and we still have time. I don't mind. We can have it for 15 more minutes if you have time. But can you tell us how is your life right now before you know, you went through so many things. What do you do? Like, what's the achievements? Mashallah, you achieved so many things. Just like some words of motivation for especially ladies who are going through something hard abroad.
First advice I tell every woman that is living abroad or living in Morocco, you know, be responsible for your own decision. Own it. Own your decision. Never leave your decision to anybody else to take it for you. Make sure that every step that you're gonna step, it's calculated in your mind, and be your own um, um trustworthy person. Anything that you want to say it to yourself first. Discuss it with yourself first, and put all your that together and try to connect them. The other thing is, um, um, don't be impulsive. Don't be impulsive. Certain decisions could lead to big changes in your life. There is a say that it says, if you're angry, don't make a decision. If you're angry, don't answer. If you're angry, don't promise anything. So make sure that you're sitting with yourself, you're clear minded, put all your all your point together, put a point format. If I do this, this is where it's going to take me. If I do that, if you're deciding, if you live in a negative relationship and it's hurting you to the point that really you think yourself you're just like turning around a circle. I said to myself at one point of time, if the person gonna change in the first year of our relationship, not after 10 years, not after 20 years. 20 years maybe because that person has some health issues, some problems. That's why they're gonna settle down and they're gonna lower their guts. But
Mhm.
if the person is strong, you're gonna be running into the same circle all the time.
Sure, that's gonna be repeating itself over and over and over.
It's just like a circle, like especially when you're dealing with somebody who's not there for you, who's backing you. Like when you make a decision, like for me, okay, I'll give you why I'm saying this, because I lived this. I was taking accountant, and I am because I work in an accounting environment. Like I said to Raja, I work for the government, and I work with the same body as the IRS, which is the taxes body, and the core in our organization is accounting. So I was trying to pursue accounting classes, doing business, doing my bachelor degree in accounting. I never got the chance to finish my bachelor degree because when I am in the test, I have a phone call from him looking for me, and I cannot answer the phone because I'm taking a test.
Yeah,
And when I finish and I get out and I call back, why you did not answer me? What were you doing,
I
buddy?
have a
In the
freaking
morning,
test.
buddy. Last night I told you I have a test tomorrow at 9 a.m. from 9 to 12. And in the
Yeah.
morning, when I picked the car and I'm driving my car and I told you I have a test at 9 a.m., it means I am doing my freaking test. Why
Yes.
are you calling me at 10 o'clock?
Wow. I had same experience, and honestly, I lost some great jobs. I worked as an HR manager. In every job I had to leave by myself because I was so depressed. Nobody kicked me out. Nobody told me go out. Just hello in a meeting. What? And it's a big fight about. I mean, just leave everybody. Leave your work, your job, leave the meeting, and
No,
come tell
because there is
me.
no trust. There is no trust. I
Yeah.
am like I give my number, my personal number, my personal phone number, and anytime, like sometimes, like I did different opportunities in my job. I did collection. I started at the contact center. That I did HR too, HR, and
Mashallah.
I was working with SAP, cleaning up the CAS, the corporate administrative system that we have. We work in is the application
Mashallah.
that supports our hiring, our financial
Beautiful.
system, you know. And I worked as a collection officer, and I worked as a non-filer, and I worked as a security officer. So I did FNA, and I did budgeting, and did so many different, you know,
Mashallah.
positions. But because of that person, I did not leave the government. I'm still with the government, like I
Alhamdulillah.
said.
That's
But
good.
the problem is I was not able to finish my study to get my degrees because I need to have a bachelor degree to apply for an executive position.
That's true. Same thing here. But inshallah, I don't know if you did already. Once you have peace of mind, you can even get a PhD, really.
I'm going back.
Inshallah.
Okay. Well, I'm 56 years old right now, and I'm not gonna stop.
MashaAllah.
I'm
You don't
telling you.
even look it. You look way younger, and plus 56 is still young. I see people in their 60s. Just take care of your health and be happy. I see people with us at work. There's a lady, she's 75 or something. It's like boom, 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 boom. She's skinny. She has short hair. She's beautiful. You just need to be happy and take care of yourself.
Yeah.
MashaAllah. You know, this is what I'm talking about. I love this. That's why I was like, let me go back to my lives and talk to these amazing people. This is beautiful. It's motivating to me too, because not only our, audience. For me, I mean, this is great conversation, good reminders.
Give me just a second. I'm just gonna make a call and.
Sure, yeah, yeah, no problem. It's okay. Take your time. Beautiful. Very nice. Perfect. Okay, I'm just responding to your comment. Mm.
Sorry, I had the dentist calling me. That's why I had to make the call because I know it's gonna like log me off if I take the call from here. But that's fine.
That's
Yeah, I
nice.
called
It's
them just
okay.
to. You see,
That's
this is
good.
what we are talking about as a busy woman. Even on a Saturday and Sunday, you
I
still
know.
have to deal with the
Sure.
dental appointment, with
I know. Always on the
orthodontist.
run.
So she's confirming the appointment for tomorrow, Sunday, and I
That's good.
have all three. They're having their orthodontist, the orthodontal appointment. So anyway,
That's good. That's good.
so yes, my plan is going back to school, because I need my bachelor degree. My bachelor degree so I can move on with my work. Or I was, because I have an autistic child, and I went through two divorces, so I'm a little bit of expert. So doing psychology, because I think I will be a plus for the ladies, or for the children that, or the parent that they're having kids with the same issues. So this is the ideas that I'm having, and I'm just
Beautiful.
like you said, I just need to settle down a little bit and see which direction I'm going
Inshallah.
to go. Go for psychology or go for project management degree, because I did some of the project management in my courses, so I know about concept of project management, and I worked on some of the projects, so I have a background. Like I said, in
Beautiful.
my actual position, I touched a little bit everywhere.
Beautiful. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Suad, we're so proud of you. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. And honestly, it's very inspirational. It's very motivating for me and to our audience. And may God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, help you and your family and give you all the best. Thank you for being a good person. And you'll get more blessings. So, good people, that's how it works. Good karma. You give and
Yes.
take, you be a good person, it comes back to you.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for having me, Raja, and welcome in Toronto anytime. Now you have my number, so anytime,
Thank you.
please come. Anytime
Yes.
you want any information, if I can help, no problem.
Thank you.
I'm
I will
here.
ask you for sure, for especially real estate and stuff from your experience, mashallah.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Whatever. Well, I touch a little bit real estate, and I know about real estate mortgages and all that stuff, so I have that.
Oh, that's
Uh,
beautiful. Can you share a little about that before we go? General idea.
Well,
Or what do you do in real estate? Maybe just I know you have things to do.
yeah, no problem. Like I dedicated Sunday, Saturday for you since you asked me last time. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
good. Good.
What I did, it's the first time, like I said, when I went to purchase a property, I did phase one and phase two on for a real estate, but
Yeah,
I never got my license as a real estate agent, so I never finished that course. So, but I did take the courses for, and I did learn a little bit about mortgages and how the things are calculated and all that stuff. So, because
beautiful.
I deal with mortgage brokers and everything. And when I invested in the pre-con or the pre-construction, it means that you buy from the builder when it's only on the plan, on the
Oh, that's
blueprint.
beautiful.
It's not in the market yet. It's only like So I did that too. Unfortunately, because of the situation that I had to go through, I had
Sure.
to liquidate everything and I had to let go everything. Now I'm going back in the market. I'm trying to build up again
Good.
a
Good.
portfolio. I learned a little bit about penny stocks, about Bitcoin, about
Very good.
cryptocurrencies, but I didn't. I let go. Like it's been almost like a year now that I
It's
let
okay.
go everything. I just like trying to clear my mind and try to.
True, yeah. No, and because they say when you start over after like years of experience, you're not really starting from scratch. You're starting, you have basis, you know everything. So once you're like in Zen place, you're good, you're fine, you're feeling good, then it's gonna be easier for you and faster, inshallah.
Somebody is asking about l'alternance. I have no idea about the U.S. system, immigration. I have some background on the immigration in Canada, but not in the U.S. I have no idea. I don't know their system. I don't know how they work it out. I know they have different visa system to the U.S., which is same thing with us in Canada. We have different system for the visa, and we have different
Sure, yeah.
ways. You know.
Exactly. I'm gonna keep in my stories. I just have a story saying, "Ask me a question," and whatever I know, will share it with everybody, inshallah.
Yes, definitely. Definitely, we'll do that. And like I said, the other advice I can say is just like don't be narrow-minded or be open and try to think out of the box.
Exactly. No, I love it. Thank you so much, Suad. Thank you so
No
much for
problem.
your time. I
Thank you.
enjoyed this 2 hours, and honestly, I could stay until tomorrow because this is so so motivational. So, good luck with everything. Inshallah,
You
let's keep
too.
in touch until we have another live in Arabic. بإذن
Inshallah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
شكرا
Thank you,
بزاف.
everybody.
سلمي للجميع.
شكرا.
نعم. باي باي.
وبالله. شكرا.
باي.
باي باي.